Hi, everyone. I want to take a minute to share some information about how to change colors after you've selected them. So there could be, this could be a case where you have a color that you've used, a swatch color that you've used in your illustration that you want to switch an area of your illustration to another spot color you've chosen. Or it could be that you're looking at those 3 spot colors you have and you decide, one of these isn't quite right, and you want to try some different spot colors and see how they work. If you don't already have them out, having your color palette and your swatches palette available sort of in your toolbar here on the right-hand side can be helpful. You will find those in the window menu. So if you don't see them out, come over here and find your swatches and your color palette. Those are just going to help us to see what's going on. Now, in my document, if I want to switch all the paths that are using the same fill color, I first need to select all those paths. And so one easy way to do that is to take your selection arrow, and it could be either one. Select one of your paths that uses the color that you'd like to change, and come to the select menu, go down to where it says same, and choose same fill color. What you'll see is that Illustrator has now selected all the paths that are filled with that same Pantone swatch or that same spot color. If I come to my swatches palette, I could, for example, change those to another color in my file. By clicking on that other swatch, I've applied that color in the same tint values that were there already. Occasionally, this doesn't work. I'm not sure exactly what happens, but occasionally you'll notice that you don't actually maintain your tints. That is okay because we have another option. And this is the option you are going to use for sure if you're trying to replace a swatch. So I'm going to come to the swatch library and choose a brand new swatch. Let's see. I'm going to choose a green color here. I have nothing selected in my image. I'm going to click on the swatch, and that swatch is going to be added to my swatches palette. Remember, if you have something selected in your image, that swatch will be applied to that object. So I don't want to have anything selected right at the moment. If I am going to replace this turquoise blue color with the green, I have 2 ways of doing that, 2 sort of commands I can use. One, I can click on the green swatch, then hold the Command or Control key on the keyboard, click on the blue, and in the little drop-down menu at the side of the swatches palette, I'm going to choose Merge Swatches. It is important that you first click on the new swatch, then hold the Command or Control key and click on the old swatch that you're trying to replace. Now I'm back down to 3 swatches here on my swatches palette. I can always undo, so Command Z or Edit, Undo, Merge Swatches if I'm not happy with that. The other option is to actually use the Option or the Alt key. So with this new swatch here, I can hold down the Option or Alt key on my keyboard and drag that swatch onto the one I want to replace. I find this option handy, especially if I've got, 3 or 4 different swatches in my swatches palette that I want to try. So let's say I've got 3 different greens here and I want to see which one works. I might try the Option key and I'll drag the first one on. That seems a little dark, so I'm going to take a different one. Try that. Maybe I decide I want to go a little more realistic outdoor color. Try that, okay? When you are finished with this and you are back, like you've decided on the color that you want to use, remember that you have in your drop-down menu here on the swatches palette something that says select all unused. Any swatch in here that is not currently applied to a path in your document will be selected, and you can use the trash can at the bottom of the swatches menu to delete it. It's going to ask you to confirm, and you can say yes. Now I'm back to 3 spot colors, and I have a new look in my file.